I keep seeing these videos of a guy called Gary Stevenson, and he's supposedly an ex-trader. I don't know whether he's good at trading, but Gary Stevenson is a system plant. I have no doubt, is genetically related to one of the royal families, one of the politicians' families, just like the presidents are related to the British royal family. It's one big club. I'm not in it. Chances are you're not in it. But Gary Stevenson wants to tax millionaires. He wants to take my money to hand it to feckless poor people. Meanwhile, the actual rich people, so you got a millionaire there. Oh, sorry, a millionaire's about there. Then you got the middle class. Then you got low down people who they gamble, they drink alcohol. I've never drunk alcohol. I don't have those habits. I've worked my hardest. I came from the ghetto. I was homeless at 8. At 8 years old, my mum was kicked out of the house and we had nowhere to go. I've been bullied growing up, spat on, knocked out, people trying to push me down the stairs. I live in a humble home. It's a 2-bedroom house. I'm not a millionaire like Bentley kind of thing. I've worked hard. I don't have much money, but I have assets. Gary Stevenson wants to reduce somebody like me to living in a council house as punishment for capitalism. Meanwhile, as I said, so you got the millionaires maybe there. Then you got the people who are hedge fund managers around there. Then up here's and above, way above. That's where the people that he's defending are. People like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Boris Johnson and his families, they don't get taxed. They make sure that their money is safe in funds and deposits and all sorts of ways of doing it. Bill Gates doesn't give to charity because the charities he's giving his money to are managed by him and his family. It's a circle, yeah? So charity here, Bill Gates here. So he hands it to the charity hands it to him, so on and so forth. And it's a roundabout. Just since I keep seeing these videos of him, I hate these socialists, I hate these communists. They're horrible people. My experience of communists, I went to school with people who claimed to be socialists. They bullied me. They are the worst people. The least charitable. The left are the least charitable people. The most racist. The most nasty. I mean, I went to school with these people and none of them speak to me. They hated me. I remember these people with socialist values. They wanted to commit abortion. They tried to talk of it as it was a sacrament. Like, oh yeah, it's so good. Oh, it's so amazing. And I'm this horrible person because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in abortion. I believe in giving everybody a chance because I'm the candidate that would have been aborted. I'm the candidate that people would say, well, he's going to grow up in poverty. He's going to grow up getting bullied. It's not worth it. Just No, I have a right to life. I have a right to liberty. I have a right to pursuit of happiness. And I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of left wing. Not that the right's any better, but the left at the moment are the most vocal and have been for a while. And anybody stupid enough to go along with communism deserves to starve to death. That's as simple as that. We've seen what communism has done, and I was shocked when I spoke to people at school. They seemed to think Hitler was the number one dictator, the one that got the most, and I had to explain to them, no. Stalin and Mao, they're the heavyweights. They're the ones that sentence people to death. For those that don't know, one of Mao's great ideas was, other than getting children to execute their own parents. I mean, wow. But they killed the starlings or the sparrows. I think it was the sparrows, because the birds would eat a bit of the crops. So they said, well, we'll kill the sparrows and then there won't be any problems. And they ate the sparrows too, because the Chinese eat everything. And since there were no sparrows, there was nothing to eat the locusts. And then the locusts ate everything. And then they had mass starvation. So when you see those pictures of skeletal-looking Russians, skeletal-looking Chinese, that's the gift of socialism. Socialism brings death, destruction, misery, famine. Horrible. It's a horrible thing. And of course, while people were starving to death, Mao wasn't. The Soviet Union leaders weren't. starvation every time. I've got a next door neighbour who's a complete parasite. One of the ones accusing me, she lives off the state. The state breeds dependency. Once somebody has learnt to take from the state, it's like an animal. They don't know how to function. My own mother told me that I should be grateful for the benefit system because she had to go on it when she was younger. No, she didn't. She could have just got a job, she just didn't want to. My own mother was a saint. She was very kind, but she spent 22 calendar years partying, going on holidays to Greece, wasting money. She then didn't have any money in her 40s. Of course. What did I do? I've worked my whole life. I got bullied from 5 years old up until I left school. The moment I left school, I got bullied by my family. Horrible, abusive people. Alcoholics. I had a socialist aunt who worked for the EU. She worked as a translator. She had socialist values. She wanted me homeless to punish my father. She left my dementia-suffering mother nothing, not a penny. That's what a socialist is. I have never encountered one communist or one socialist who knows how to run a business, how to skin a deer, how to build a farm, how to filter water, how to do anything. Literally, a socialist is... I hate them. There are people... I've seen comments on YouTube saying that people shouldn't have a right to land. Oh, land. Oh. You know, and you can tell, I mean, they've been raised by bad parents, and you know, I see people saying that, you know, you shouldn't have the right to anything, that people should be... I saw somebody saying that there should be a 1% wealth tax on anything you own. That would leave me paying 20 grand a year. I don't even earn that much at the moment. The economy's collapsing. So I'd have to pay more than I'm earning. And what does that mean? It's wealth redistribution, and they know that. Communists and socialists are demons. I mean that not in a figurative way, I mean in a literal way. They are Hylics, NPCs. They are empty vessels that want to sap from that which is productive, like a termite, like a leech, a mosquito. I'm not going to say like a vulture because they're useful, but you know what I mean. Oh, and that is vintage port, 1970. That is what discipline looks like. Unopened, still sealed. I don't drink a drop. That's not exaggerating, look. And see, it's dusty. Cap's still on, and yes, it's for sale. It's for sale from 1970, 56 calendar years old. You know what a communist would do? Drink it there and then and complain they don't have any money. Disgusting creatures. Oh, and by the way, any of you that are watching, if any of you are communists, I just want you to know, my grandfather killed you. My grandfather had 2 bullet wounds in his left arm where bullets had scraped him. Because the communists, they tried to kill him, but no, they didn't get him. He got them. He must have killed, I imagine, 50 of the scum. So I'm very proud. He helped keep Spain clean. Communism is disgusting. There's no excuse for it.